The song came about a few months ago. We were just brainstorming ideas. It had been quite a while since YouTube had been banned, and it affected us as artists before anyone else felt the effects of it. So we just felt like it was our responsibility as the people who were affected by it firsthand to raise a voice against this.
I mean, musicians particularly rely on YouTube, don't they? And it must have been incredibly hard to all of a sudden not have access to it.
Yeah, I mean, in Pakistan, there's no concept of steady touring. There's no concept of songwriting and performing royalties. There's no concept of fans buying albums from iTunes and Amazon. So we have to rely on YouTube for our international fan base in order to make a living and sustain ourselves as artists. And I know many people see it as a trivial issue, but it's not just about the arts. It's about education. It's about human rights. It's about freedom of expression. It's about access to knowledge. So we just felt like it's a very important issue.
And have you been surprised by the reaction to the song?
Yeah, yes and no. I think many people are pleasantly surprised, and I mean, they're pleasantly surprised because they want YouTube open, and I mean, people are in support of it because it's about time someone spoke about it. It's an issue that many people have ignored and kind of forgotten about because they don't see it as a big issue, but it's more than what banning YouTube is. It's what the ban represents. So I'm kind of, yeah, I am pleasantly surprised that it's been pretty positive overall.
How many people in Pakistan, though, are actually managing to get around the ban by accessing YouTube through proxies?
I mean, many, obviously, but that's still not the same. I mean, proxies run very slowly. And it's just, I mean, why encourage the use of proxies? Why not just lift the ban instead of, I mean, again, people are going to use YouTube regardless of them keeping it banned or not. But it's just what the ban represents. It's just very silly. And I think it's just about time that they opened it now. And even our IT minister didn't turn up for today's court hearing regarding the ban. So people are getting impatient now.
I mean, the reason for the ban, it seems, is originally because of this film, The Innocence of Muslims. Do you think that is the real reason, or is there something else going on?
I don't think that's the real reason. If that was the real reason, it would have remained blocked in other Muslim countries as well. There are a lot of videos of political misconduct on YouTube, and that's been a widely reported fact. And I think that's the reason. The other reason, which has been presented by an organization in Pakistan called Bolo Bhi, is that the Pakistani government spent $30 million on this giant firewall software. So I'm just guessing that since they spent that much on the software, they want to exercise their power and block websites.
There seems to be a lot of frustration, particularly among young Pakistanis, about the ban. How do you guys express that, aside from making music videos?
I mean, just on social networks and making music videos, that's pretty much it.
Is that the sort of thing that people are coming up to you and saying, though, young people in Pakistan, that they really have had enough, that they are looking for change and ways to express themselves?
Yes, finally, and it's taken a while. And initially, many people were like, yeah, well, we can use proxies. We have Vimeo. We have all these other websites. But it's taken until now for people to realize the role of YouTube, not just in the life of an artist, but in the life of a student, in the life of, for different businesses, for advertising, for many different things. So people have finally seen the importance of something like YouTube in today's modern world and why we need it as Pakistanis.